Hi, thank you for joining us today. I'm Upasna, and we have with us Smridhi Sharma from One Studio. So, Smridhi, you want to tell our viewers a little about yourself first?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Upasna, for doing this.
Yeah.
I'll be super concise. I run a personal branding studio and an online educational platform.
Great.
And the crux of everything that we do is basically empowering and equipping service-based solopreneurs to basically grow their business, which is conversion, sales, leads, etc. And the core is personal branding and content marketing strategies. And all of this is organic. So contrary to what people say that, it requires 100 ingredients to make a dish, we
Yeah.
literally just say that you need to master two. And, everybody has made marketing so complicated in today's world, especially online, to create probably businesses. But it doesn't have to be so complicated. You can achieve what you need with the basics of personal branding and organic content marketing, especially for solopreneurs and entrepreneurs who are service based, where you become the face of your product. So that's pretty much that's what we do.
That's so refreshing to hear because very few marketing people will actually tell you that it's not the mountain it seems to be.
True, true. Marketing is all about human psychology. The minute you get that, it's done.
So, I hope that this helps and gets a lot of people to understand that, plus to contact you also. So, tell me what inspired you to specialize in business growth and personal branding?
Come again, sorry.
What inspired you to specialize in business growth and personal branding?
So very honestly, I think this was something that was already I was doing consciously or unconsciously. I've been into marketing for almost 15 years. Started with working, of course, traditional, then experiential, and of course, digital, because that's marketing is pretty much only digital in today's world. So it just started with that. And I think being a A-type personality and trying to like achieve so much, you always want to you want people to know you in a certain way, a certain light, which is of course true to yourself. But I think personal branding was pretty much a part of what I was doing always. And I think the major switch happened in the pandemic, where it kind of just took wings, and especially in a place like India, people started realizing the value of personal branding.
Yeah.
And because so many avenues closed, people are very open to also launching and creating a lot of businesses. So while everybody hates the pandemic, most people do. There have been like everything, there are two sides to the coin, right? So there is a major influx of women solopreneurs, entrepreneurs who took the plunge. So
Correct.
I think that's where I said that if I can help people in some way, where it's not going to be we tell you something else and we deliver something contrary to what clickbait marketing and advertising has become, that's where it all started. I said, let's just do it. And very lucky to get good amount of clients very early on, because there were a lot of clients who used to who still do. We started with corporate branding as well, so we had a lot of corporate branding clients, marketing clients, social media clients. And then I took a very conscious step of only being into personal branding and not into corporate branding on marketing. So that's how it all took place. And God's kind, it's just going pretty good.
Yeah, and it's all like all uphill.
Yeah,
So,
that's the idea.
so what are the top challenges service-based entrepreneurs face, and how do you assist them?
I think especially with people who are starting or launching their businesses, they don't really know where the start point is.
Okay.
And majority, almost 85% of the clients that we work with are absolutely clueless in terms of how to position themselves, especially if you are a personality forward brand, right? And there's so much of free advice, there's so much of clickbait material out there that people are like, and we are in an age where they say it's a pandemic of consuming too much online. So most people who come to us are super confused. And I think they don't know where to start. So that is one. What is the right start point? Two would be majority of our clients make the mistake of first working with an agency who does corporate branding and claims to know personal branding. So most of the clients who come to us, sadly, which is a good 60-70%, has the same feedback that we have already spent so much, no results. I don't know what they are posting. I am not getting any results. I'm not getting any visibility. I'm not getting anything. So what am I doing? So I think these are the two things that you should, one, know where to invest and who to invest with. So choose wisely. And second, again, you should know your niche and your product and then get someone who can actually guide you. So these are the two things that are very, very common with solopreneurs that we work with.
And you can also help them find their niche, right? Meaning they
Yes,
do
we
have
do
a
that.
product and they do have a company in place. And if they aren't that equipped, then maybe like you do help them, right? With
Yes,
their
we do. In
niche
fact, we
of
had a
business.
client recently who just knew that she wanted to be in the space, like a certain space. We generally have a lot of clauses and it's confidential data, so I'll not really say what it was. But like it was a very broad field. It was, of course, to do with coaching. She wanted to be a coach. But it is all about niching down and it's all about reaching the right target audience. So that's what we started with. So, in fact, the first 3 weeks, our process is completely by design where we create a complete blueprint. So that's the idea of knowing who you are, converting that into your online persona, and then niching it down and then understanding who you're exactly pinpointing catering to. That's the crux of what we do.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, can you share a couple of effective strategies you recommend for service-based entrepreneurs and solopreneurs?
Maybe quick three things. One is we are in a first digital director world, so you have to be online. You like it, you do not like it, make or probably reach a midpoint where you're comfortable with it. But you have to have an online presence, which is very required. I mean, there are quotations, there are so many of these quotes out there which say that if you don't exist online, you don't exist in today's world. So keep that in mind. Keep your personal preferences at bay. You are a professional and a personal brand. It's a personality forward brand. So keep that in mind. It affects your business. So digital directive world, be online. Second would be authenticity, authenticity, authenticity. I cannot stress too
Yeah,
much on this point because people will see through your bullshit. People will absolutely see through your bullshit. Gone are the days where digital media was so initial or was so easy for people to actually be someone else, but now people call you out on your bullshit just like that with the way you're speaking, what you're putting it out there. Is it true, is it not true? So authenticity, definitely very important. And third would be just know who you're catering to, who you're targeting. So I think these three
find
would
your market again. We come back to
pick up
finding your
your
niche.
market. Yeah.
Why are personal branding and content marketing crucial for a solopreneur and entrepreneurs? And what quick tips can you offer?
I think it's literally in today's world one of the most important parts of your business because I think I cannot say this enough that people follow people. And that's how the human psyche has been. And that's what the present is. And that's what the future is going to be. The future of solopreneurship, the future of entrepreneurship is founder led, is person led. It's not about creating a logo or a name and then just like pitching your product to anybody and everybody. If you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. And that is something which is very, very important to be kept in mind. In terms of tips, of course, I think pretty much what we discussed in the last question, that you kind of stick to the principles and till the time you have the benefit and if you have customer at the core of every decision that you make, it's going to be a win-win for you because you know who you're selling or creating for and to. So it's just a game changer when you know that it's about them and it's not about you.
Fantastic. So could you share a success story illustrating the impact of your solutions on business growth?
There's so many. How much time do you have?
Okay, will your one, what do you think is your best story?
Um, Honestly, I don't think I can pick one, but it's just like, again, probably not taking names, but I think it's just about creating value. So there are clients where we have literally created stuff from scratch and help them launch with a bang and help them sustain it. There are also brands where we just help them rebranding. Like you literally have randomly been posting out. You don't even, people don't know your authentic persona. So there are different kind of clienteles, but I think the common factor is that all of them have been able to multiply their business literally in a span of 3 to 6 months. And that is something which easily can be attained if you just have the right strategy. So that's again the crux.
That's fantastic. So Smriti, we just did a workshop with you also,
Yeah.
and now with this one-on-one, I'm so glad. Like I said earlier, also it's really refreshing to finally meet or hear from someone to say such simple stuff where marketing and branding is
I
concerned.
know.
And
No, I
exactly,
mean, sorry to cut you to pasta, but again, if your offer is simple, it will sell. That's also, I mean, I'm so glad you said that because I did not cover that in any of the answers, but simplicity is one of the biggest core pillars of all the businesses which are successful out there. It's simple, it's consumable. If it is that, if you're going to use too complicated strategies, too flowery language, you think you're going to come out quirky and smart and it doesn't even work for your brand, you're not going to convert. So don't make that mistake.
no,
Don't
and maybe you don't get half the thing. It's not resonating with you. So how is it going to resonate with your audience if you
exactly.
are not able to understand what you're selling?
True.
So yeah, and it is these are problems that most of the people on my group are struggling with. Like
Yeah.
time and again, someone or the other at some point has come to me asking for some of the other question that we covered today. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that this reaches a lot of them and a lot of them contact you because you will be the solution to a lot of their issues. There
I,
are a lot of solopreneurs on the group and they're
yeah.
all struggling, most of them women. So,
Yeah. I
uh,
think it's just about finding that right direction for you and then taking that journey from there.
yeah, and it's like you're not making it sound like a very daunting
That
task.
much task. Yeah.
It's like just something simple, easy, like relatable person also. So maybe, hopefully, they will contact you. So thank you, Smriti, for doing this, and thank you for joining us today.
So
And
glad.
helps.